Downrange Stat Attack Sports here with Big Mo. How's everybody doing today? Well, here's the first of my videos of the top 10 players I like at each position. We're starting off with the quarterbacks. So here we go. This is all for best ball. I do all my rankings for best ball. These are my top 10. This is not ESPN. This is not Yahoo. This is not Underdog. This is not DraftKings. This is not Drafters. This is mine. I know I see a lot of content guys out there. They do a lot of their videos of their top 10. Mine's not anything like theirs. I have people that I know these guys won't agree with, but these are the ones I agree with. I look at the schedule. I look at how everything's going to go. And this is what I like, guys. That's the reason why I'm doing it, man. I do this for me and for you guys. I want you to see different people's top 10s because you can't just go by the same people. They say, oh, they're professionals. Well, I win money at this too. I win money at fantasy football, guys, just like them. I might not be the millionaires they are, but I'm getting better every year. This is my second year in best ball. I did pretty good last year for the first time playing best ball. It's a little bit different than playing in home leagues and playing on ESPN and Yahoo. But you know what? I'm getting it down. I'm doing pretty good. So let's get at it. Number 10, Brock Purdy, San Francisco 49ers. Now, last year, they had a lot of injury, their riddled season. Well, this year he has a healthy CMC back. So, McCaffrey, he's a number one guy, number two guy whenever he's healthy all year long. So that's going to be a big help for him. He has Kittle still. I like Ricky Pearsall. I call him Tricky Ricky, guys. I think he's great. He also has, he got Jennings. Ayuk, if he ever gets healthy. You never know with Ayuk, though. But Jennings he has a little talking to the contract, and he has little injury issues, too. So we'll see. But, last year, this guy right here, he threw for 65.9 completion percentage, guys. 3,864 pass yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 66 carries, 323 yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. So this guy was scoring at least, He had an 18.6 points per game, and he ranked around 14th. It matters whose rankings you're taking it off. And this year, San Fran offensive rank is between 8 and 10. And it could be higher. It matters how CMC does, really. And then their offensive line's around 12. So they're kind of like upper mid. And he had 5 300 pass yard games last year, guys. 3+ touchdowns, averaged 227.2 pass yards per game. So we'll see how they do. They got an easy schedule. They got a real good playoff schedule for the fantasy football playoffs, guys. So that's something to be looking at, too. This is why I got him at number 10. Number 9, Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't have to worry about him playing in the real playoffs and being one and done because my playoffs for him is week 15, 16, and 17, and not in the postseason, guys. So I could take Dak all day now, man. I do a lot. I do get him a lot. I pick a lot of CeeDee Lamb. If I got like the top 4 to top 5, and CeeDee Lamb falls to me, I'm taking this guy. That plus he has Pickens there. Ferguson's decent. His running back, we'll see how all that goes. But I think Dak's going to have a great year this year. They're going to have a horrible defense too, I think. And they're going to have to pass a lot. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to be doing a lot of things, guys. And last year, he had a 64.7% on the completions, guys. And, he was injured most of the year, so I'm not going to go over his pass yards because he was injured most of that time. And right now, you're looking at, I see it says Green Bay offense rank, and it's supposed to be Dallas. I don't know why my editing didn't catch that, but oh well. It's between 8 and 20. It matters who you talk to on this offensive rank. And their offensive line's around mid, so around 16. He did have 2 300-yard games in the shortened season last year, guys, and 1 3+ TD game, so that's not bad. With 247.2 pass yards in the games he played last year. He only averaged 14.6 points per game, so we'll see how that goes, but I think he has an excellent chance of rebounding. He might be the comeback player of the year, guys. He's going to play it back, and then I think he's going to go back to his 2023, 2022 forms. So let's see how it goes. And to you guys that are Cowboy fans, them boys, let's see them boys play this year, guys. Number 8, Jordan Love, Green Bay Packers. Another guy that was injured last year, and he was hobbled by injury all year, and he really never did recover. But I think he's at full strength now. Last year, he had a 63.1 completion percentage, guys, and 3,389 yards. That's not bad for injury, guys, but I believe he's going to do a lot more. They went and got first round and Matthew Golden, so we call him the Golden Jet, me and my friend Dr. Seuss. So, yeah, we just call him the Golden Jet because of that movie CIA. And also, this guy threw 25 touchdowns last year to 11 interceptions. So he averaged 16.3 points per game. I think that's going to jump up, ranked 16th last year. But Green Bay's offense is ranked between 7 and 12, and their offensive line is around 14. So last year only had one 300-yard game. I think he's got a lot this year. He has Reed. I think Reed's going to be a bounce-back player too. I think he's going to be going off. He's still got Tucker Kraft. He's still got Josh Jacobs. So he has a solid team around him. I think they're going to have a good year this year. I think they're going to be a lot more explosive than last year, especially with everybody being healthy. And hopefully Marshawn Lynch, if he can ever stop being injured, he'll be a good complement to Jacobs. So number 7, guys, Jayden Daniels, Washington Commanders. I know a lot of guys are wondering why I got him so low, and that's because of all the turmoil going around that camp right now. You got an unhappy Scary Terry. So Scary Terry, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's mad because Deebo Samuel's there now. I don't know if he's mad at Daniels, the coaching staff, the ownership. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just waiting for something to go. And I know Jayden Daniels, a lot of people have him ranked because he did have 891 rushing yards last year to 6 TDs also. But he threw for 25, 9 interceptions, 3,568 passing yards, 69 completion percentage. So, I mean, he's a good quarterback. I just think they're going to have too many problems. And he might be like a C.J. Stroud. He might have a little step back in his sophomore year. That's what I can see because he just exploded on the scene like C.J. Stroud did. And then a step back because what happened with Stroud, they had distractions, they had injuries. Well, I think the same thing is going to happen to Jayden Daniels. And I believe he's still going to be a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. But I'm believing it's next year he'll be a top 3 again. So he averaged 20.9 points per game last year. He's ranked 5th. Their offense is ranked 5th this year. I don't think it's a true fit 5, to be honest. Their offensive line between 4 and 10. It depends on who you ask. So he had 5 3-plus TD games last year. So that's not too bad. Number 6, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I believe Mahomes could actually be top 5. It's just I have him here right now because it matters about Rice's impending suspension, guys. They already got Addison, so we'll see how Rice comes down on that. And then Xavier Worthy, and I think Royals on the other outside would be nice. Kelsey, if he can stop thinking about Taylor Swift and start playing the game again. And I think he's going to be good. Last year, he was a down year for Mahomes, but if he even goes back to 90% of what he did from 2 years ago, I think this is going to be an excellent pick right here at 6. He's averaging 17.6 per game. So points per game, that's not that bad, 17.6. So I think he's going to go over 20 this year. And he had 26 touchdowns last year with 11 interceptions. But like I said, they had a lot of injuries. They were injury-riddled last year. We'll see how they do this year. He had 300-plus games last year. I expected him to get about 5 or 6 this year. I expected him to get about 6 to 7 3-plus TD games. Only had 4 last year, so averaged 245.5 yards last year. I expect him to go about 255 this year average. So we'll see how he goes. And then, I mean, it's still Reed. It's still Kansas City. They're still Super Bowl contenders every single year. And we'll see how everything goes, guys. Number 5, Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, we'll see how he does with Cohen leaving for Jacksonville. But I believe in Mayfield because he has weapons, and weapons. He's got a running back in Bucky Irvin, plus a nice backup in Rashard White. And I'll tell you what, his receivers, Evans, Godwin, when Godwin plays, is excellent. I mean, it matters about his injuries, of course. Egbuka, and they're saying nothing but good things about him in camp so far. And then still, you got McMillan. McMillan had 8 touchdowns as a backup last year. So this guy has weapons all over. He averaged 22.5 points per game last year. He was ranked 4th. 71.4 completion percentage, guys. 4,500 pass yards. 41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That's a little high on the interceptions. But because their defense is so horrible, then you're going to have to throw the ball a lot. He had 60 carries last year for 378 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. So that's not too bad, really. So he ranked number 2 on their offense last year, and their offensive line 6th. But remember, their main guy, Wirfs, is actually injured, guys. So we'll see when he comes back and how it goes. I don't know how the ranking's going to be without him. But last year, he had 6 300-plus passing yard games and 9 3-plus TD games, guys. That's a lot. He averaged 264.7 passing yards per game last year. Like I said, they're going to be there. They play in the NFC South, and that's a weak defense. So he's going to be able to at least have 6 games where he's going to pass for a lot. So let's go look for this team right here to go up big time with points. and their defense, of course, allowing a lot of points that will force Baker Mayfield to be thrown all the time. So we're good to go right there. Number 4, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati. He has the same problem that Baker Mayfield has, guys. His defense is horrible. He's got to pass a lot. And just like him, Tampa Bay, this guy got Jamar Chase, number 1 wide receiver in the game. And then also they got T. Higgins. They paid him this year. So then they got Noah Fant over from Seattle, which that ain't big. I like Gesicki over Fant. But then they got Chase Brown guy. The guy came out of nowhere. I picked him last year. I had him like 70% of my teams, and he just blew it up for me last year. He was awesome. He kicked butt, especially at the end of the year when I needed him. He got me some money. He's the reason why I told people about him. I said, hey, man, I like Chase Brown. I'm picking him up a lot. People didn't believe that. Oh, I don't like him. I mean, he's going to Cincinnati. They're just going to pass. Yeah, of course they're going to pass because their defense is horrible. But still, they're going to be passing out of the background, backfield, bam, right there. And I like Joe Burrow. I think he has the team. His defense is horrible. He averaged 289.2 pass yards per game last year, guys. 10 3-plus TD games, 7 300-plus passing yard games. His offensive rank is 5. He's ranked 3rd, 22.5 points per game, 70.6 completion, 4,918 passing yards. He might try to push for 5,000 this year. 43 thrown touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He doesn't run that much. He only had 42 carries with 201 yards and only 2 rushing touchdowns. But with Brown, you're not going to need it, guys. Now next, number 3, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. Now, he had a bad year when it comes to passing last year because, they had Barkley. They didn't need the pass. This year, he still has Smith. He still has A.J. Brown. I think him and A.J. Brown is going to go off this year. I think they're going to pass more. They got Barkley. They're not going to be able to use Barkley the same way they did last year. So we'll see how that goes. They still got Shipley. They got Goddard. Goddard's supposed to be healthy this year, so we'll see how it goes. He averaged 21 points per game, guys, last year. He was ranked 8th. Their Philadelphia rank is 22nd on the offense, but they're number 1 offensive line ranking. And that's what you want to look at. He only had 1 300-plus game of passing yards last year, but he had 6 3-plus TD games, guys. He only averaged 193.5 yards per game, but that's okay because I think he's going to bump up to about 225 this year. He had 150 carries for 630 yards and a whopping 14 rushing touchdowns. He had more touchdowns than most of the running backs last year, guys. So what does that tell you? He's still going to get a lot. He had thrown for 18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But I believe he has a team. They're still going to go all the way. They're probably going to go back to the Super Bowl, guys. I mean, the team's still stacked. They're really, really, really stacked. I mean, they're still just, I think they're bad butts. I don't want to say the bad word in here, guys, but their defense is still good. You can look at back-to-back championship run right here, guys. We'll see, though. That's why they play the games. And number 2, Josh Allen. Now, this guy, I don't have to worry about him in the playoffs because I only worry about the playoffs for us. But I don't think he's going to be playing the last game. They're usually going to sit him because I think they're going to wrap up the AFC East. And last year, he had a 63.6 completion percentage. His receivers, I like his receivers. Shakir, he has a high ceiling. I like Coleman. He has a high ceiling. Actually, Shakir has more of a high floor, not high ceiling. Come to think of it. My bad on that. But Coleman has the high. They got Joshua Palmer over from the Chargers, so that's going to be a good third option right there. Then he still has running backs and James Cook and also Ray Davis. I think Ray Davis is going to cut into Cook's. But the guy who's going to get their touchdowns from the rushing is going to be Josh Allen. He had 12 last year, guys, for 531 rushing yards on 102 carries. He had 28 touchdowns with 6 interceptions. And remember, they still got Kincaid. I think Kincaid is going to have a bounce-back year. I think he was injured last year, they keep on saying. And this year he's supposed to be injury-free. So we'll see how it goes. He averaged 23.7 points per game last year. He's ranked number 2. And, of course, Buffalo offense is ranked number 1. Their offensive line is ranked number 3. And, I mean, this guy right here is good. I love the guy. The guy's a gamer. And we're going to see how he does, guys. I mean, it's only time can tell, guys. He starts off, I believe they go against Buffalo right off the bat. So that's going to be a high-scoring game because number 1 is the guy he'll be playing against in that first week, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. Well, last year he was the NFL MVP. He had 2 300-plus passing yard games. He had 1 100-yard rushing game. Imagine that, guys. And averaged 245 yards, passing yards, guys. So he carried the ball 139 times, guys. 915 rushing yards, almost 1,000 yards from a quarterback who had 4,172 pass yards also, guys. And he had 2/3 of his passes were completed. So, I mean, that's awesome. Only 4 rushing touchdowns, but that's kind of good because you got to give that stuff to Derrick Henry, guys. And he has a team around him. He has Derrick Henry, so they can't really they're going to stack the line that's trying to stop Henry. So he'll be able to get to Zay Flowers. I think Bateman's going to have a good year this year. Then now they got Hopkins over there too. So we'll see how Hopkins does. And then also they got 2 good wide receivers. They don't got wide receivers that are good. They're talking about their tight ends. They got Andrews. He wants to come back because of how he looked last year in the playoffs with that big old miss. So I think he's going to have a good year this year. And I like Likely actually better than Andrews. I think Likely is going to be that guy that he's going to be looking forward to throwing to. So when he's down in the red zone, I think he's going to go away from Andrews and start using Isaiah Likely. And I think he's going to have a bounce back year. And I don't think he's going to go 4,172. I think it's going to be more like 3,800 to 3,900 pass yards, guys. And about 41 TDs. I think that's going to drop down to about 38. And rushing yards, I think he actually is going to eclipse 1,000 this year. And probably like 3 rushing touchdowns. But, yeah, last year he averaged 28.7 points per game. He was ranked number 1. His offense is ranked 3. Offensive line's ranked in the mid, 15. So there you guys go. Remember to like, subscribe, push the notification bell. And join me. I'm going to start doing some later on today. I'm going to be doing a draft. And around, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. We're going to say 9 p.m. Pacific time, guys. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. No, not on Friday. Friday, I'm going to do it earlier. Friday, I'm going to do it at 6 p.m. So I'm going to start at 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. So it's kind of hard to decide when I'm going to go. But I'm going to tell you guys 9 p.m. for Wednesday and Thursday this week. And then 6 p.m. for Friday. Saturday, I haven't decided yet. But I'll get back with you guys. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I hope you enjoyed the top 10 and the reasons why I like them. And you guys take care and good luck on your fantasy football, guys. Stat Attack out.